Hi, this is Joyce Grandy. I came up with a pattern to make a mask in 10 minutes, so I wanted to share that. This is a home video. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm on my iPad, so bear with me, but it's so worth it. So here's the mask. Can you see how that is? It's got a continuous strap that goes all the ways around, and it goes on like this. This goes over your head. Let me take my glasses off. You take the two ends and you pull it up, pull it as tight as you want it, tie it behind your head, and you'll see how nice and tight that is around your face, and you can still adjust it in the front, and it has a wire. So for me, because I wear glasses, I would do that and then put my glasses on and they wouldn't fog up. Okay, so I want to show you quickly how to do that. You don't have to watch me sew. It's like watching paint dry, but bear with me and we'll do this if I can. Okay, I think I'm there. So now we're going to start with, and again, I'm sorry, I have no idea what I'm doing and my grandchildren can't come help me. That really sucks, right? So, hang on. This is a, let me back up. There we go. This is the back piece. Two right sides together. The back piece is 11 inches by 6 inches. The lining piece is 6 inches by 9 inches. So I have it set up so there's an inch overhang on each side. Okay, so we're going to sew across the bottom, sew across the top. On the bottom I did a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and hang on, I'll show you that. There's a 1/4 inch seam allowance on the bottom. But on the top I did a 1/2 inch seam allowance because I'm going to attach a wire up there. And the wire I'm using is this stuff. So here we go. I bought it at the Dollar Tree, but all the home centers have it. It is a, trying to figure out how best to do this. It's outside gardening wire and it's pretty fine. So I cut it, here's a piece of wire. Let me see, there we go. I cut it at 8 inches and then I folded it in half and twisted it up just a little bit. So here's the twisted up piece. It's half the size and you can see it's not tightly twisted. It's pretty light. And then I take that fine wire and I zigzag it in that 1/2 inch seam allowance. Can you see how I did that zigzag stitch there just to hold it in place? Then we turn it right side out and it looks like this. Here's what it looks like right side out. I pressed it, now look over at the corners here, at the ends. I pressed it so that the seam allowance here and also up here is facing down. Did a 1/4 inch fold over press, and then I'm going to press it at 3/4, this is about 3/4 inch. Eyeball it, whatever it is, it is. You just want to be able to thread the ties through there. So you do that to both sides, and once you do that, here's what it looks like. It's got 2 channel pockets. That's what I would call the rear side, and then this is the front side. I just used 2 different fabrics, which they want you to do. Then, and here's the fun part, I did t-shirt ties. So I started with one of my husband's old t-shirts. There's a ton of YouTube videos about cutting 1 inch strips and then you just pull them and they roll up. Well, this was kind of an ugly color. I didn't like it. So I went to Joann's and I bought 1 yard of white knit. And I'm going to turn the camera around again. Cut it into 1 inch strips. So here's a 1 inch strip of the white fabric. Whoops, there we go. Now watch this. This is so fun. You just pull it and see how it rolls up. Pull and it rolls up. Pull and it rolls up. And you do that to the whole long strip. I cut the strip in half because then I used my my purple thing. Whoops, there we go. Purple thing to thread it through. So just stick it in there. The camera's not like where I expect it to be, so sorry about that. So there, thread it through, and then take your mask with the pocket already sewn in. Here we go. and starting at the top, and the top is where the elastic is. So here's my top.
Not the
I'm just gonna
elastic,
put the
I meant
purple
to
thing
say
in,
where the wire
go
is.
down, okay, pull it through, pull it through, pull it through, see, there we go, and then go around and come up the other side. There we go. And pull it through there too. And then, like I said, I found half that strip is a good length, I think. So when you're done, here's kind of what it looks like. Continuous strip. I would tie a knot on each end just to stop it from going through. And here's the great part about this mask. When you wash it, you just pull these loops together, make a little, not a knot, but you know, a loopy knot like that. And when you throw it in the washer and dryer, it comes out, it's so easy to iron flat, not like the ones with the pleats. If you've tried ironing them flat after you wash and dry them, you'll just be not a happy camper. Now, I did not make a lining in this one, a pocket for an insert, but you all sew, so you could just take two pieces of fabric, sew them together so they overlap, and this was my lining fabric, right? Make it the right size, and then sew this on, and you would have a pocket. So I hope you can use this, and if I can answer any questions, give me a call.